So, everything starts with us because you can't relate to someone else until you can understand who you are and relate to yourself. Okay, that's just plain and simple. Because your world, who you are and who you relate to and what you do all comes through your perception of yourself. So, if you think you're a failure and if you feel like you are incompetent, unable to do anything, if you have all these negative thoughts, that's exactly what will happen to you. And that's where you will be in life. As I know for many years, I was filled with those thoughts and I got nowhere, absolutely nowhere in life. So, I went to school and I got a degree in psychology, but, looking to find out who I was, the truth of who I was. And I was going to church all the time I've been a Christian for like 50 years or 45 years. And, even though I was a Christian, I was not following the principles of God and I was not applying them to myself. So I was still looking in other places to find out who I was. And so that is the main drive of your life. Because if you don't have a good concept of who you are, and if you don't accept who you are, you cannot accept anybody else or believe in anybody else. If somebody tells you they love you, you wouldn't believe it because you don't understand. You don't have the concept of love. You don't love yourself and you don't know what love is. So the truth is, if anybody would tell me they love me, including my family, they don't know it. They don't know what love is until they know God, because God is love. God is love. He teaches us. When we accept Him in our hearts, His love is shed abroad in us, and we begin to understand what love is. It's fantastic. It's incredible. It's unbelievable. There's nothing that even touches it. As a mother, I gave up my life I sacrificed everything for my kids. I loved them so much. But I wasn't able to really give them what they need, to provide for them what they need, just because I loved them. It was not enough. And now that I have the love of God in my heart, now I know what love is. And now I'm able to pass that along, because I'm not giving you my love. My love is, human, finite, limited, unable to really see you as who you are and love you for who you are. So that's the most important thing, to know God. Then you know yourself, to understand that God loves you, and then you're able to love others. And really, what's the point of life if you're not loving someone and if you're not in love with someone? And I'm not talking about human, I'm talking about God. Because being in love with someone who always loves you, never stops, never leaves you, never forsakes you, never says anything bad thinks anything bad about you, is for you, not against you. This is the kind of love that everybody needs to have. And then you can begin to function in life successfully. The American life is all about being a success, quote, independent person, doing work that, you get paid fantastically for, and you're a successful. That's baloney. Most people who I know that are successful like that are very not happy at all, because they have skills, but they haven't learned how to. They don't have relationships with others. They can't have successful relationships because they don't know how to give. They only know how to act, and how to act in a certain way. And so,